Welcome back. There were 2 traffic fatalities on the weekend, pushing the number of traffic deaths recorded so far this year to 25. In the first incident on Saturday, police in South Andros responded to the scene of an accident where it appears as though a motorcycle rider collided with a utility pole and died at the scene. The incident took place near Driggs Hill, South Andros. Early Sunday morning here in the capital, the female driver of a Mazda Demio heading east on Malcolm Road lost her life after colliding with an Acura ILX that was heading west on Malcolm Road near Emmanuel Drive. That was around 1:20 a.m. on Sunday. At the scene, Superintendent Coran Jennings from the Police Traffic Division shared the following details early into their investigation.
Based on our evidence and the damages of the vehicles, I could say at this time that speed was definitely a factor in this accident. There were 2 persons in the gray Demio, and in the white ILX there was 1 driver, just a driver by himself. They were treated by EMS and taken to the hospital.
In 2024, there were 66 traffic fatalities, up from 51 in 2023. And so far this year, we are on pace to match or surpass last year's total, which continues to be a cause for concern for the government and for the Police Traffic Division. Superintendent Jennings shared the following bit of advice to motorists, especially when driving late at night, when some drivers tend to let their guards down.
Specifically for persons traversing the streets at these hours, to be careful, be cognizant of their surroundings, and if you are out having fun, make sure you have a designated driver.
Last year there were 11,157 traffic accidents in total, with 2,234 resulting in minor or serious injuries. As part of a national road safety initiative, the Ministry of Transport launched a new road safety jingle in March of this year. It's called Watch the Road. And during the signing of the new industrial agreement between the Public Hospitals Authority and the Bahamas Doctors Union on Friday, it was stated that overtime pay will now be included in the agreement. Deputy Director of the Public Hospitals Authority, Dr. Kevin Thompson, was asked if doctors would now be required to clock in, seeing as if that was one of the major concerns of how overtime will be tracked.
So the issue of clocking in has been a contentious point for both physician unions. And the PHA worked besides the Minister of Labor, as well as the unions, to approach the concept of swiping in a mature and reasonable manner. The public would note that the government of the Bahamas has instituted a new people management software by the name of Oracle, and that issue goes away with the implementation of Oracle.
Dr. Thompson said at some point all civil servants will be required to clock in by swiping from now on, so this will no longer be a cause for concern for the doctors. And finally, CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is vitally important for families, and what better way to learn this important skill than during Emergency Medical Services Week, EMS Week. The Member of Parliament for Marathon, Lisa Ramming, wanted her constituents to be able to save the lives of their loved ones and others in emergency situations. The CPR classes were a part of a recent health fair hosted by the Member of Parliament, Ramming, and she was in conjunction with Doctors Hospital, and they held this at the Marathon Mall. Participants were treated to a variety of free health services and the option to donate blood as well. All who participated in the CPR training received certificates of participation. That'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jarino Saunders. Thank you so much for joining us.